Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Lesson 10 video help. This is on if statements. So, we are finally into conditionals where Carol starts to understand the world around them. So, I am in the example of if front is clear. So, right here we have Carol and we have a blockage in her area. So, the function is going to have her move. And she can only move again if the front is clear. So when I run this program, she's only going to move one time. Notice how it started to focus in on the if, and it realized that this condition is not met. If that condition is not met, this code does not run. That's something really important to be aware of in an if statement. This piece of information only works if a condition is met. Okay, now we have another example we can look at that's called safe take ball. So in safe take ball, here is our function that we've set up, and you'll notice here's my if statement. If a ball is present, then we will pick it up. If a ball is not present, we will skip that set of code. So you'll notice here where we're standing right here, safe take ball. If there is not a ball where she's standing, she can't take one, so it's not going to initiate that code. She'll move forward and then check the condition again. Now, since there is a ball present, this take ball will run. So I'm going to run this very, very slow so we can watch each line of code. So safe take ball, if ball present, nope, it skipped it. Safe take ball, ball is present, so it took the ball. So that even went pretty fast. So this particular line of code did not run in that first round, but it ran in the second one. Okay. Now, what are other times that we would use an if statement? Let's say, for example, this is Carol's world. Okay. And she needs to get through a maze. Now, getting Carol through a maze is relatively simple if I want her to just move a couple of steps, or if this is the same program that she will run through each time. But let's say I have a series of steps that I want her to move through, but then I change her world. Let's say I get rid of this wall here and I add a wall here, or I change things up even more and I get rid of this one and I add a wall here. All of a sudden, the path that she is able to go through this maze has changed. Okay, so a set series of steps needs to be adaptive to her world. She's not going to be able to run through a program if she doesn't understand how things have changed. So this is where things really, really get fun. So I have a couple of if statements stacked here. So I have if the front is clear, she's going to move. Now, obviously, she's not going to do that. Okay. She can't move forward, so this move command will not be run. If front is blocked, she's going to turn left, and you're going to see her do that in a second. And she will run through that code. Okay. Now, if left is clear, right is clear, you'll see that she does a little bit of turning. Now, she didn't move very much because this is not a complete program, but you get the idea that she's now paying attention to the world around her. Okay, so that is what an if statement is for. So let's go ahead and take a look at your first example for this. Is there a ball? Okay, now be aware of the fact that there are two worlds that you need to work in here. There is a world has ball true and a world has ball false. This series of steps needs to work for either one of these situations. So, for example, there is a ball here. So it could be just as simple as take ball, right? That program runs here, but the problem is it doesn't work for the world has ball false. You have to have an if statement. So you find those in the control flow. It's purple, just like your functions. So you'd put that in there and you will only take the ball if a certain condition is met. Okay. So if condition is met, balls present would be like that, so you can just drag it in there. Now, I'm not going to finish the rest of the program for you. I do want you to be able to solve some of this on your own, but this should at the very least get you started. And you will find that's true for both of them in Don't Crash. There are two worlds that you need to set up. So you'll see you have a starting world where she's facing the right way, and you have a starting world where she's facing the wrong way. If you don't give her the right set of steps for no matter what, she will crash. So just be aware of that as you do these programs.